Alright, this week in AI. We've got an open-source flagship with serious cyber chops, Google shipping flash models back-to-back, a 2.4 trillion parameter open model, and OpenAI arming defenders. Let's get into it. First up, OpenClaw, the open agent platform that runs on your own machine, and talks to you through the chat apps you already use. Here's the wild part. This thing started as a weekend side project back in November. It hit 9,000 GitHub stars on day one, survived not one but two name changes, and now it's closing in on 250,000 stars. This week's beta shipped meeting plugins for Teams, Zoom and Google Meet, a Wear OS companion, and even local inference, small models running right on your device. Jensen Huang called it the operating system for personal AI. And with AWS Lightsail and NVIDIA's Nemotron piling on, that nickname is starting to feel literal. Next, Zhipu's GLM-5.3. 743 billion parameters, open source, and here's the wildest detail, the base model didn't change at all. Every single gain came from post-training alone. And the gains are real. It leads CyberGym at 84.5, edging out GPT 5.6 Sol and Anthropic's Mythos, while agentic coding jumped roughly 50% over its predecessor. Before launch, red teams surfaced over 2,400 vulnerabilities, all patched. Full open weights are expected within 2 weeks. An open model leading on cyber benchmarks? That is a first. Google, meanwhile, is on a tear. Just 3 weeks after Gemini 3.6 Flash, here comes Gemini 3.7 Flash, and it's a big one. DeepSWE, the software engineering benchmark, jumps from 49 to 65.3. Coding and web dev scores are way up too. And here's the kicker. It's half the price of its predecessor, 75 cents per million input tokens, through the end of the year. It's already powering Gemini Spark for paid subscribers. At this rate, Flash basically means Frontier, refreshed monthly. From Alibaba, the biggest open model drop yet, Qwen 3.8. 2.4 trillion parameters, with 95 billion active at any moment. That's a massive sparse mixture of expert setup, 512 experts. Paperbench hits 93, GPQA scores 92.6. It's the first open weight model that genuinely plays in max class territory, and it's sitting on Hugging Face right now. Text only for the open release, thinking mode always on, but still. 2.4 trillion, just downloadable. OpenAI went all in on defense this week. Through its Daybreak program, it's rolling out GPT 5.6 Cyber to vetted security teams. Early reports say it solves 95% of advanced exploit chain tasks, and it's already surfaced 2.0 days in Chrome's V8 engine. Access is strictly limited to approved defenders, for now. Between this, Zhipu's cyber push and Anthropic's cyber tests, security has clearly become the next benchmark battleground. On the policy side, the EU AI Act's transparency rules just kicked in, and Anthropic is out ahead. Claude now embeds invisible statistical watermarks in its text, plus C2PA metadata on generated files. It's a synth ID style system, imperceptible to readers, machine readable, and applied worldwide, not just in Europe. The watermark survives copy-paste, though heavy editing can weaken it. And Meta is doubling down on local AI. Muse Glimmer is a 30 billion parameter open agentic model, distilled from Muse Spark, built for always-on agents that live on your device. Meta also said it's opening the weights for Muse Spark 1.2. Open local agents are clearly becoming a thing this year. And the quick fire, DeepSeek opened its harness developer preview under an MIT license, though a V4 Pro release was reportedly pulled back within a day. NVIDIA published Nemotron Teacher, a 550 billion parameter reasoning model built for distilling smaller ones. And Kimi K3, Moonshot's open 2.8 trillion model, hit 100,000 downloads in its first day. Busy week. And that's the week in AI. Open models everywhere, faster flashes, sharper defenders. See you next week.